Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Igbi is rumored to have, broken down in tears as she asks the elders that is it because I am not from here that I am being treated like I don't even mean anything. That how can you possibly accuse me of misleading a woman like Ebony, who is so strong-minded, who is so proud of her heritage, who knows the laws of the tradition more than I can ever imagine, and you sit there and you accuse me of misleading her. How on earth did I mislead her? How on earth am I misleading her? Are we friends in the first place? She is the one who is always coming to me. I've never gone to her for anything because I know she doesn't think about any other person but herself. She comes to me, and today you sit here accusing me of misleading her. Now, you know what has been going on, the issue of politics and love and everything in the palace, where, they are saying that it will bring a whole lot of problem if the great lion will insist on that oath taking that will humiliate their daughter and all of that. They decided that the best thing to do, even though we are hearing that the great lion is not in tune with that decision, they decided that the best thing to do would be to give Ebony a soft landing. They sat down, they analyzed the situation, they said a whole lot of things about, everything that has happened. But here is the thing. Because they decided to, arrange for a safe landing for Ebony, the Ogidi people are saying that Ebony is so badly influenced because of Igbi that if there's anybody who should leave, it should be Igbi and not Ebony. They say the palace was heavy. That afternoon, silence pressing down like a curse as Igbi stood before the elders. Her eyes were swollen, tears streaming freely down her cheek, her voice breaking as she struggled to defend herself. She had been summoned to explain her role in the escalating crisis around Ebony. And, with everything that is going on, they feel like from time immemorial, she has been the one working with Ebony, that she has been the one fueling the fight between Ebony and, the jewel. And everybody's aware that the fight is not coming from the jewel. The jewel has never, ever try to, start up a fight or anything. She's always keeping away, minding her business. They continue to attack her. They continue to go back to her. They continue to try and do a whole lot to upset her, right? And all this did not go well. They feel like it is Igbi who is, causing all the problem. They say Igbi stood there and said, I don't understand. Why is this happening to me? She saw her chest, heavy, as she pointed towards the circle of, stained faces that seemed determined to condemn her. Is it because I am not from this land? Is it because I was not born here that you want me out at all costs? What have I done to deserve this humiliation? You're protecting your daughter. Even after seeing everything that she has done, you keep protecting her even after you have expelled her uncle, who is said to be responsible for the decisions that she is making. You still come here and say, I am responsible. I've been the one influencing her. How? Her words carried pain, desperation, and fear. The elders did not flinch. They stared at her unmoved, some whispering among themselves, while others shook their head in disapproval. It was clearly that they've already made up their minds about her. But however, they said it's not all the elders that agreed with them. They said this is a way to manipulate judgment. What has she got to do with Ebony? Ebony is not a child. Ebony is an adult. You cannot look at an adult and try to make her not to take responsibility for her own behavior. You want to put it on other people, because what you are trying to do now is to put everything that Ebony has done on other people. You're trying to put it on Igbi, blaming it on every other person except Ebony. They say one of the elders stood up and said that he will not be a party to this. Then another elder, his gray beard resting on his chest, finally spoke. His voice was sharp. This tone full of accusation, you have been misleading Ebony. You fill her ears with word that made her stubborn and all of that. Well, this elder was trying to say that she is the one who is fueling Ebony's fight, that she's the one who is making that their fight unfinished. That is the fight between Ebony and the jewel, that it is Igbi who is sitting down and strategizing with Ebony. And Igbi is saying, how am I Ebony's friend? How? The accusation did not stop. Another elder, leaned forward, his voice heavy with disgust. You encourage her to stand against the jewel in everything. You've been the one poisoning her mind. Remember an instance where she had made up her mind that she was not going to fight again, but both of you met in Ilorin. After that day, she came back and started fighting. Now, the question a lot of people are asking, why are they pinning things that Ebony is doing on other people? Why? Why? Is Ebony a child? Is Ebony a child? But unfortunately, she has fallen out of, favor with her husband, because at times like this, it's expected that it's the husband who will, kind of support her, protect her against this. But she was just standing before the elders, apart from elders who, believe in equity and justice, who were trying to protect her and defend her. There was no other person there to protect her, because, of course, she has done her own. Right now, she's not in a good place with the Oba, of nobody to protect her. They said she cried and cried and cried, and people just started feeling bad for her, because everyone actually felt like, okay, they are doing this because she is not from there. The word cut through her like blades. She dropped to her knee, pounding the floor with her fist. Why will you listen to me? I am innocent. Why wouldn't you listen to me? I am innocent. I have nothing to do with Ebony. I have never for once instigated Ebony against, the great, the jewel. Never, ever for once. Ask her herself. You are seeing somebody who is guilty of her own decisions. You're putting it on me. How is this fair? If I have seen unfairness, this would be the first time I have seen unfairness since I've been in this marriage. This is very, very unfair of all of you. Very, very unfair. Igbi cried and cried and cried. This is what we are hearing. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.